Good. How about yourself?
Very good. Yeah, you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did. I did.
Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna just spend just a few minutes here. So, and then just kind of answer any kind of questions that you might have. I also sent you a video on that. We're gonna provide training, give you all the tools, and also leads and appointments, so that way you can dramatically increase your income without doing any of those cold prospectings. All right. So we'll spend some time. I'll show you how, how we generate these leads. All the leads are basically warm, they're qualified, and also how we provide these appointments to you. So by doing this, you're going to eliminate and really shorten that like learning curve to get into this business. This will allow you to make more money on less work because you're not doing any of that grunt prospecting, and all forms of cold calling, manual grunt prospecting that a lot of other companies train on. There's no advertising expense, there's no desk fees. So there's no monthly cost to this. There are some fees that you would incur to get your license. Um, so there's a few things that you would have to do to get licensed, but there's no like monthly fees to based on the systems that we're going to provide you. Plus, you're able to get high-end, leading-edge millionaire agent training from the #1 real estate trainer in North America. This will be a much easier way to earn $100,000 to $250,000, like many other people that I've trained in this industry before. So I want to go over our mission, and our mission here is to create value-added life experiences for each other, our clients, serving all, and making real estate dreams a reality. So that's our mission here. And our mission is what we're going to do on a daily basis so we can achieve our vision. So our true vision is to be, one of the top real estate teams across the country. I've been featured, locally as, the #1 real estate team at the Downey Board of Realtors several times. But we like to now look at that like we want to be one of the top teams across the country. So because of that, I'm going to show you how we train our agents, and really shorten up that curve of, what they learn here on our team on the most effective way so they can be very effective, talking to the clients out there. A lot of people wonder, like, how do they generate real estate and what they do to get started. There's a warning and shocking fact that 69% of the people out there do not go back to the same realtor to do another transaction. And the main reason is because it boils down to poor communication. And it's something that's, realtors out there kind of suffer because they work so hard to generate the lead, and then when the lead is not ready to buy, they basically give up, and the communication starts to break down. And it's a big problem in this industry, because really what we see is that the time frame to buy sometimes it's not on terms of, the agent, that realtor, and so the communication starts to break down pretty quickly after that. 97% of our clients, every time we survey them, they said that they would come back. And the main reason is because of this good communication. It's a complex process, buying and selling houses. But if we communicate, then we eliminate any issues, things of that nature, and they feel like they've, achieved buying a house without any hassles and stuff like that. So I like to say the better we communicate, the less problems that we're going to have working with clients. And because of that, they're more likely to come back and buy a second home from you, um, or even refer others. So the communication is extremely important when we're dealing with people people that are looking to buy. Whereas most agents, they'll practice what we call the ABCs of real estate. and that's where they'll just advertise themselves, really just kind of, generate the lead. And if they're not ready to buy right now, they literally just kind of give up, and that's the big problem in this industry, and why people have a tough time getting into the industry. And I'm going to share with you how we actually solve that in this industry. So this is how most agents operate. It's kind of like juggling balls, no one talks about all the things that you have to do when you first get started. They forget to tell you that you got to generate leads, you got to be marketing, you got to manage the customer's expectations, you got to do all these things as a solo agent. And then on top of that, learn the business, learn how to sell, learn how to write up contracts. And there's a lot of balls that we're all juggling. And the problem is that the balls start to drop because of that communication, and then it becomes bigger problems. Small problems end up leading into bigger problems as a result of that. So we always tell the client that they get the whole team approach. They get the entire team working for them versus a single agent. And because of that, we're able to, really focus and spend time with them. And that's really like the preferred way of serving clients in most other fields of businesses. I think I recalled like seeing your resume where you were working at Starbucks. I'm not sure if you're still working there or not, but we'll just use Starbucks for example. Starbucks is a very systemized business. When you walk into Starbucks, they have us, even I could tell they have like a script on how they welcome their guests when they show up. They have somebody that's by the cash register. They got somebody that's making the drinks. They got somebody in drive-through. They got somebody that's cleaning up. I mean, everybody that's working there is like serving a purpose. Um, and so even at companies like that, they operate in a team approach. And we find the same thing happens working at a doctor's office. The doctor's not the one that checks you in, right? The doctor's not the one that's, weighing, putting the person on the scale, weighing them, and things of that nature. But the doctor is that person that, spends the doctor time, and that's why they get doctor salaries. So once we kind of figure out, well, what are the doctor jobs in real estate, then we can focus on those doctor jobs. Those are the highest dollar producing activity jobs. And we can get really good at doing that part of the job in selling real estate and serving people. So each team member has a specific role to play in getting and serving, buyers and sellers, right? So we have it all separated out so that way each person's very focused, and it really helps people in our business doing a much better job. So because of that, we have more time to spend working with our clients on either selling their houses, ultimately just serving them on whatever needs they need, because we're not stretched out on lead generation, cold calling, a lot of the functions that a lot of agents do to generate business out there. This would be like a definition of a successful real estate career. You would have a steady stream of clients, Elliot, who would like automatically seek out your valuable services without having to do any cold prospecting. Just imagine like, a year from now, 2 years from now, you're set up where people are actually seeking you out, right? Asking you for your expert advice. And that's typically what happens through our training, through our mentorship, and showing you how to market yourself. You're going to be viewed with respect by your clients who value your advice. It's powerful when people start valuing your advice. They start asking you to help them. And then you're able to easily provide them with like superior service and results, which leads them to refer you to others and give you their repeat business. On top of that, you're able to work a normal work week, take plenty of time off to pursue outside interest and make a rewarding income. So if this is the definition of a successful real estate career, making a rewarding income, doing the parts of the job that you really truly like and enjoy, making a rewarding income, and then take time off to pursue outside interest, the question comes up is like, where's that roadmap? How do I do that if that's if that's the case? So let's kind of compare like what I call old school mentality versus our home selling system. On the left side over here, it talks about manual grunt prospecting, and that's what a lot of realtors do to get into the industry. So most brokers are out there, they're training their agents to, hey, you got to do some cold calling, you got to, do some door knocking, you got to farm, and to be quite honest, it's not made for everyone. That's definitely a challenge where uh, the grunt prospecting is just a grind, right? Whereas what we do is what we say is stop chasing prospects. We're going to compel prospects to contact you using emotional, direct advertising. And then from there, Elliot, we're going to use technology to automatically sift and sort these leads to find the best, most qualified, ready to act prospects. This will allow you to work with only prospects that you want to work with, right? That they're not fighting you on things your way, and they're going to be willing to do it your way versus just kind of fighting you. Most of these agents out there, when they generate somebody, they're kind of more of a turn and burn type situation, and that cost, the time, and eventually they run out of time. They don't have enough prospects to go around. So they waste money on advertising. They're doing ineffective, like 3 hour open houses. They run ads that may not even work. There's just no real proven system out there. What we do is we train you on how to make, and present compelling benefit offers to these prospects with giving them like a specific tangible reason of why should I do business with you without any selling at all. I share with you my scripts and my dialogues. That way you're only going to work with those who value, you know, um, your services. And ultimately, if they don't value your services, then we're going to discard them. Love what you're doing, have fun helping qualified and sincere clients who are ultimately loyal to you. This will allow you to enjoy a rewarding personal time off, run a very good business all at the same time. So these are the 4 stages that we how we kind of work. If we break it down, just some 4 simple stages on what we do is step one. What I do is we have to find the prospects. In the real estate industry, we have to get prospects to ultimately like just raise their hand, say, hey, I'm interested in buying. And then from there, we're going to convert these prospects into clients. And then after that, we're going to provide them with exceptional service. That way they could be happy, lifelong clients. And then last step is we have to leverage just one customer satisfaction so they could give us their repeat business and refer us to others. So when you break down real estate, it's not very complicated at all. This is what I do day in, day out. It's now a lifestyle for me. Over the last 10 years, I've helped hundreds and hundreds. I've made lots and lots of money, millions of dollars selling real estate in commissions, as well as training others doing the same exact thing. So this is how we do it. I'll summarize this: that we don't do any cold calling. We run ads, these lead generators. We've got multiple ads that we run. We got classified ads. A lot of it's on Facebook, Google, and different USP ads that we run, signs, flyers. And then ultimately what we're doing is we're like using these hotline robots to sift and sort the leads so we can find out who's ready to do something now versus longer term buyers. Most other agents are advertising what we call, pick me because I'm number one, I'm the best, I work hard for you. But there's no compelling offer, bragging about yourself like that. What we do is we also implement a follow-up system that will convert these prospects to appointments. And on these appointments, we're going to present, which I'm going to share. I'm also going to train you on this. exactly word for word what I say, how I say it to these prospects, and get you trained so that way it's very compelling. They want to do business with you, almost like if it's you've been doing this for the last 15 years, 20 years. You've got lots of experience, but through our training system, it's going to set you up so that way you've got all the right words and you've got all the, right things to tell, let them know. And what it boils down to is the training. It's going to really set you apart from a lot of the other agents out there in the marketplace. Our step number 5, we're going to provide them with wow service by implementing systems and assistance to handle that quantum leap in your business. And then we're going to leverage their satisfaction, so that way we can, communicate with them to obtain testimonials, referrals to build our future business. So it's ultimately those steps right there. These are 6 simple steps, if I break it down, on how we achieve our mission here, right? So first off, we want to get the prospects to raise their hands. Um, so I look at it, these leads are just warm leads initially. We identify themselves, they contact us, then we get these prospects to like sort themselves out into somebody that's ready to do it now or somebody that's ready to do it down the future. I like to say that a year from now, it's going to be here shortly. Like if we think about it, what's happened in this year, it's went by pretty fast. May not seem like it while everything was happening, but it's been, if you look back in the last 12 months, time goes by pretty quick. Convince these prospects that, the ones that we're ready to meet with us, and that's where you're going to come in. So you're going to come in where you're going to be meeting with them. We do like these presentations on Zoom like this, and I'm going to share that presentation with you, and then you're going to give them that well service. This will allow us to get that referral from them and build our future business. So this, in essence, this is our 6 steps into like our structure of our home selling system. And we just follow that every single day. Our marketing talks to and about our prospects. It gives them like real benefits of why should I do business with you versus maybe not doing anything at all, or the person I'm working with. It gives prospects compelling reasons to call us to get more information. And then, Elliot, it gives prospects a non-threatening way to get it. And what we do here is we practice reverse prospecting. And the question is, well, what is exactly reverse prospecting? Well, there's ultimately 2 ways that you can generate leads in real estate. One is you can do cold calling or cold prospecting, right? That's where realtors will cold call, they get a list out of the phone book, basically just cold call people. The other part, another cold prospecting would be they'll find an area, and they call it farming, and they'll walk the doors, knock on doors, pound the doors, find out who's interested in buying or selling in those areas. Um, I don't, I've never done either one of those. I've generated over 20 to, quite a few thousand leads, to over 20,000 leads. So all of our lead generation's been done through reverse prospecting. That means I run ads and I get people to contact me, and then I'll follow up with them. So we've generated thousands of leads. After screening these prospects, we're going to pass on the ready, the willing, and able ones onto you, our selling partner. Our inside sales department's going to convert these appointments, and our outside sales is going to convert them to a client. So we have 2 positions on our sales team. One is inside, and then the other one's outside. The inside is going to scrub the lead for you, find out their timing, find out their motivation, and then the outside is going to be doing these presentations. So the agents are set up to fail using this old model with modern clients. Think about it. In 2000, this is years ago, the average buyer contacted a real estate agent right around 3 to 4 months before buying a house. And in 2017, that time frame has gotten longer and longer. So the average consumer starts their online search anywhere between 9 and 18 months before they actually buy a home. So the average agent is ultimately trapped. There's just not enough now business coming through the door. So there's no possible way for a person to nurture all those leads for a year and a half. So that's the big problem in this industry. And our inside sales department solves that solution right there. So, we know how to nurture these leads by phone, not by some drip campaigns or other failed models for years, right? So we'll nurture them. We've got people in our system for 10 years that they're in the system and they haven't bought yet. And we have little robots that we know how that when their interest spikes up, we immediately start following up with them. And then we get the ones that are ready to act. These clients, we hand them right over to you. So that way you can do a meeting with them right over the internet. Um, and that way, if they're looking to make a move in the next, 60 days or so, that's ideal where you would come into the picture and work with those clients. So that's the question I get a lot of times. Well, how soon can I get this thing up and running? So we do have an apprentice program where you would actually like act as my assistant. So that way I can train you on sales. I'll train you on how we make these calls. I'll train you on how to make offers. But by the time 60 days comes around, you're going to be sounding like if you've been doing this for years. So that way, as you're working on getting your license to be licensed in this industry, you can be working on that at the same time. And that way, when you do get licensed, you're going to be ready to go. Right. So with a system like this, you got to ask yourself, how many sales would you have if you were only focused on getting agreement signed versus generating leads, doing cold calling, door knocking, things like that, meeting with buyers and sellers versus trying to find people out there. So we really shorten up that curve. Like we actually compress the time. We make it a shorter process for people. So that way they have a higher success rate in this industry. Our lead generation system is like a funnel. You're going to get the cream of the crop face-to-face online meetings with interested buyers and sellers, as many as you can skillfully handle. That's the cool thing about this. Our marketing system, you're going to get a copy of that. You're going to get a copy of our talking ads. You're going to get a copy of exactly how we generate leads, our everyday open house, our buyer profile system, how we make offers, our leading edge internet marketing systems. We also have what we call reversed offers, our guaranteed sales program. That includes your home sold guaranteed, I'll buy it. We have many others too, such as our buyer protection program, where we'll guarantee the buyer's home so they could buy that house. These systems generated an overflow of buyers and sellers for us. So we're definitely looking for another team member to join the team or two, and where we're going to mentor them, coach them. These are some other different types of ads. You can see we run these ads where we'll say, buy this home, I'll buy yours, your home sold guaranteed. And then we have the ads where it says revealed, buy alert, avoid. Those are what we call image advertising. Less branded advertising. So the less branded advertising, it does not even have my photo or anything about our team here. But it does offer free information to the prospects so they're willing to get it if they're interested in buying or selling the house. And when they do get it, the report, the ads work just like this. So they'll contact either the phone number or visit our website, and there's going to be a question. So when they call, it's going to say, hey, you've reached a free information, information line for David Delgado. If you're interested in making a move in the next 3 to 6 months, request report number 1. If your time frames are longer than that, 6 months to 12 months, request report number 2. So just guess, do you think that these reports are the same or different? Well, the reports are actually the same thing. It's the same report, but now we get the client to tell us that, hey, we're interested in buying or selling, and I plan on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months, or maybe 6 to 12 months. So that allows us to be more efficient with our time on people that are ready to make a move now versus later. This is our website right in here. This website, just the website alone, I've generated over 10,000 leads, just the website alone. You can see right over here it's got 13,000 leads in there, and every day we've get hundreds and hundreds of leads weekly. um, got many leads in here, all different areas. We can pretty much go into any market, any area, and generate leads. This is our what we call the lead flow chart. Just picture, like, you know, right over here, it says prospects will contact us. This is the flow chart of exactly what takes place each step of the way. So as the lead comes in, it's going to be assigned to a team leader. That leader is going to put that lead in the system, and then we're going to distribute that lead to the best ISA for that lead. The ISA, again, is called our inside sales agent, and they're going to follow up with that lead. They're going to make that first contact. So they're scrubbing to see if that lead is worth meeting. Basically, three things. Is that lead worth following up with, or are they worth meeting now, or do we just need to discard it? Meaning just put it in the trash and not follow up with that lead. So we're leveraging ourselves with that ISA so that the ISA is scrubbing these leads. So now we can literally cherry pick and work on the best leads. Once that happens, the OSA will meet with the prospects online. That's where you come in, Elliot. You'll meet with them. The OSA, you meet with them, you show them our buyer presentation or seller presentation. Again, I'm going to show you exactly everything we do. And then from there, you can sign these people up to a contract. So we need full-time licensed agents who passionately want to help others make a rewarding income. And as a selling partner, you're going to receive a steady stream of warm, qualified leads and appointments, as many as you can handle. Make more money on less work because we have assistants and systems to do the stuff that keeps you from selling, working with these prospects out there. And also, like, forever and like all forms of cold calling, never have to worry about doing anything like that, because our exclusive reverse prospecting system. We have no advertising expense. There's no desk fees for this. I put in all the investments for you. You're going to just be working with these clients. It's really designed to get you up and running, have a very successful real estate career. Many people want to make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 selling real estate. This is the right way of doing it. That way you're not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's like a plug and play type system. So these are what we call like if we had a job description on our real estate team right over here, just picture this would be the job description. Like what do I have to do? First things first is we bring you on as an apprentice. Okay, we close 5 deals as apprentice. Now you're ready to be that OSA. After about 5 deals, you're gonna get the hang of things. You're gonna learn our scripts. You're gonna learn sales. You're gonna learn training. You're gonna learn marketing. Okay, you're gonna be doing the job of what a realtor is required. After those 5 deals, now you're ready to, get to that next level. So that next level includes converting the buyers and sellers to signed agreements, right? We're going to train you on how to do that. So that way they're committed to working with you using our benefit presentation. Then we're going to complete the VIP buyer listing paperwork and submit the paperwork to the processing department. We're going to add the buyer to the home hunter service. Okay, it's just part of the process here. We add them to the homeowner service. We're going to show buyer properties communicate with sellers weekly. We're going to submit these offers weighted in the buyer's favor. We're going to negotiate home inspections, and I'm going to train you on every step of the way of exactly what we do. That's why we want to go through those 5 closings. So now we know exactly what you're going to do going forward. And then you're going to attend closings, get paid, get referrals, and testimonials. This will allow you to make, in this business, have a very solid real estate career, make more money, have more freedom. So according to the national statistics of realtors, 80% of the realtors are out of the business in just a few short years. And the main reason is because of the lack of income. So what happens is there's just too much time and there's too much expenses trying to find qualified prospects. So that's what we solve. We solve that problem with giving you leads, training, appointments. So since we're on the leading edge in the industry with our marketing and our technology, the agent that joins is really benefiting for the process and systems that we have set up. So this is going to allow you to spend your time, like you get to spend more time doing what you really got into the business for the first place, right? Which is, hey, I want to make a career, I want to make a good living making money with less stress. That means you're going to be able to accomplish more by doing less and only doing the parts of the job that you like to do. So we come in here, we do training here. Once you've got your foundation training, you can actually start training from your home office. You can just set up a small little area where you can work from, even if it's a small little desk. I've seen the smaller desk seems to be, works just fine with your laptop computer. You can work from your home office. We could even have training done from your home office, or you come into the office. It's up to you. But I encourage you that you set something up. And what happens is because you have something set up, you'll have a full-time connection to our custom contact management system. We're going to be able to supply you with ready to act leads and appointments. So there's no wasted time prospecting. See, by having something that the prospects want so badly, they'll be willing to meet with you on your terms, your schedule, not theirs. This will allow you to work a more reasonable hours, helping others, and plus you're going to have a more balanced and fulfilling life. So people ask, well, how do I get the leads and how do I get the training? It's all about the foundation. So if there's Matthew, who was a former tax collector, he says that therefore whoever hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. So just picture that the coaching and training is super important. It's that foundation. I kind of like to look at it this way as well. We always have to have some sort of foundation. That means we can't build a house. Contractors don't build a house without the foundation first on the house. They can't put the roof on first. They have to start with the foundation. So just picture, like, our training is designed to set you up for success. And that's why it's important that we put you through this training. So we train you up front and coach you, very intensively, ongoing with our exclusive OSA training course. We have mentoring greatness programs. We have role-playing calls. We have weekly sales training, webinars, specialized training by other experts in the industry. This is just a little bit about myself. I'm also an in-house coach. I've been handpicked by Craig Proctor to coach real estate agents also across the country. That's Craig on the right and Todd Walters on the left. That's one of the awards that I've won. I've received multiple awards throughout the industry. I've been featured as the #1 sales team at the Downey Board of Association of Realtors out of 3,000 agents. I've operated a sales team right here in Fullerton. We've got team members, um, you know, that are across Orange County, Alley County, parts of Riverside and San Bernardino that handle the overflow business. I've been featured in the book of Soul of Success with Jack Canfield of and also Success Today. So you can see the photo down there, #1 top producing realtor, Dave Delgado, and you can see my photo down there as well. So I've been in the industry for in 2009 when I got into it, and I've been doing extremely well. I had a big breakthrough. I really understand marketing. I understand the sales part, and it's been a very like fulfilling industry that has served me very well. So you're going to get everything that's critical for success. Okay. So let's go over those scripts and dialogues, word for word, step-by-step procedures, our VIP buyer presentations, our ultimate listing presentations, our professional service agreements, our guaranteed sales program, our leading edge technology, our leading edge coaching, and much, much more. You get everything that I do, that I've done to make millions of dollars, help hundreds and hundreds of people buy and sell a house. So the future has several names, according to Victor Hugo. For the weak, it is impossible. For the faint-hearted, it is unknown. For the thought and valiant, it is ideal. This system is going to allow you to make and keep more money because we're going to provide a steady stream of prospects and appointments so your pipeline will remain full. This also will lead to more opportunities, more sales. More sales generally says you're going to have more money, right? You're not going to be wasting money on marketing, advertising, no prospecting expenses. This will net you more money. There's going to be more take home money because, everything's been provided for you here. Allow you to keep more. People ask me, well, what's my expectation to, as far as income? What should I anticipate here? Well, I've seen people on average make about $60,000 to $80,000 their first year, and then generally doubling that their second year. That's typically what happens in this business. And if somebody can start off in this business with with virtually no experience and hit those goals, just following the tools and the systems that we provide, I feel it's very easily able like to achieve that. So this is how our compensation works. This is just to summarize that part. What we do is we take 20% off the top and then we split 50-50. And for any transactions that you do on your personal leads, we split 80%. I take 20%, and that way, you will also have the ability to build another business within our business. We have a unique way of doing business, not just on our leads, but also for the real estate partner. I look at that. If you decide to jump in this industry and you decide to choose to work here, I feel like I would be wanting to be your business partner. I want to be able to serve you so that way you can have a higher quality of life. See, that's part of our mission. Our mission is you and your fulfillment. We want you to experience the best life can offer. And I'm here to serve you. I want to make sure, do the as much as I can do to help you succeed. So we're always going to put our people's interest ahead of profits. So there is a difference in just selling homes and selling the homes right. We got our team system, our exclusive marketing systems, our coaching training system, our premium commissions. We have a track record for our volume, our list to price ratios. When we do sell houses, we generally get our clients more money. We have faster turn times. Overall, just better service when we work with our clients. So this is somebody that I feel that you can really trust me, trust our team to help you sell more homes the right way. And generally, what happens is we work as a team. And what is teamwork? It is the ability to work towards a common vision. It is the fuel that allows common people to obtain uncommon results. So we can't direct the wind, but we could always adjust the sails, and adjusting the sails is what we do. So the next step would be, if this is something that you're interested in, is come into the office. We, we'll show you what it's going to take to get licensed. Number one. Number two, we start setting you up on our training system, so that way you can start learning everything I do. We have about 20 webinars that you're going to go through, and this is something that you can do at your house and study that stuff. I'll show you once that stuff is, once you complete those 20 webinars, you could crank those things out like right over a weekend. You're ready for that next level of training. Once you're ready for the next level of training, we'll begin on working on sales skills, developing other skills that you're going to need to have a very successful real estate career. Elliot, do you have any questions with any of that?
Uh, just curious, for about how long would usually takes for training?
So right now we train from 9 to 10, Monday through
Mhm.
Friday. It's generally our schedule. Uh, to get started, there's about 20 webinars that you're gonna go through. You're go through each one of those webinars. Each one's roughly about an hour, so roughly about 20 hours. But that's just the start. The way I like to look at it is that, if you really, if it's your goal to make $100,000 a year, um, $200,000 a year, maybe money's not important to you, and I totally agree too with that statement as well. Money's just I look at it this way: money just gives us more option. Money gives
Mhm.
us the ability to do more things for others, and because of that, money may be important if we can help more people. But I'm going to train you as much as it takes. First things first is going through those 20 hours, so that way you get
Sure.
a basic understanding, right? We start to lay that foundation, and then we start to add on top of that. Um, just
Okay.
imagine, like, how much would it take to go to like a Harvard University? um, Hundreds of thousands of dollars. I know it's not no $60,000 a year anymore. I've heard it's a lot more,
No, not even close.
right? It's a lot of money. And I want you to picture this: the training that we're going to do for you, the value of it is probably worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And what we're going to make you is kind of like get you a Harvard degree selling real estate. That's what it's
Mhm.
all about. So it can take somebody, a year, hardcore, maybe 2, 3 years learning the material. And guess what?
Yeah.
After a few years of doing this, if you're if you're persistent at it and you just keep working on it, it's kind of like going to college for 4 years. What you're going to end up with is a master's Harvard degree selling real estate.
All right. That sounds good.
It's super good, and I'm not joking about that degree. Like, we know that there's Ivy schools out there that are the best of the best, and some people can't even get into those schools. But even to get into those schools, it costs a lot of money, and that's what we're about to do. We're about to pour everything onto you, so that way we want to see you successful. You're successful matters to us, and because of that, we put a lot of training in it. It's an ongoing process.
Nice. No, I like the sound of that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, if this is something that you're interested in, we could hook up next week. Um, I have a checklist. Basically, just imagine that this checklist is like that Harvard degree. You just take one part of that checklist, and you're learning, and you're becoming like you're working towards becoming a master on each of these subjects. And by you doing that, after you complete this checklist, man, it's powerful. You're gonna be like, when you talk to people, they're gonna think you've been doing this for a long time, right? Why? Because we're able to train you on the most important parts that are required, so people feel very confident. Number one. Number two, it's compelling. And then I like to look at it this way as well. They trust you, you know, they trust you with helping them, achieve their dreams. These people have dreams out there, and they need really, really good people out there to help them achieve their dreams. And I show you each step of the way, of how to do it. And I've trained others, and it's got a lot of, good success track record. So I'm very confident, all you have to do is just meet me halfway, um,
Mhm.
show up to the trainings, work on the trainings, kind of like you're going to school, and just realize this is life changing right in here, that can really set you up for success in your future.
Okay, well, that sounds good.
So is this something that kind of resonates with you, that this is something that you can see yourself doing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I believe when we spoke on Monday, I believe I mentioned that I have been working at a car dealership.
That's right. Yeah.
Um, and honestly, a, a lot of say like the inside sales and everything sounds about the same as working as in a car dealership, because there's always a BDC team. They kind of hit up all the leads that are generated, and they call in, they let us know what's going on, and then we follow up from there on.
That's awesome. My one of my first jobs was in the car industry too. So I'm very familiar with it, and you're going to see some similarities on what we do here. It's really good that if you have that background, that part of that foundation has already been laid for you. Super powerful, when I got into the car industry, I was thinking this was it until I came across real estate, the mortgage industry, and I says, wow, I was going to the car industry to prepare me for my future is what happened, and I haven't left it. I've been passionate about this. I love what I do. I love helping people, and now my purpose is helping others, helping buyers, sellers, helping people